Good afternoon. A very different day today. We've got some rain. One system approaching in from the Atlantic will join forces with this next massive cloud moving its way up from France. Now that rain will push its way northwards and eastwards today, hanging around in the southeast of Britain through tomorrow, never too far away, even by Sunday. And by that stage we've another Atlantic low heading our way. So we need to watch the amounts of rainfall, particularly where the ground is sodden in southeastern parts of Britain. Another 15 to 20 millimetres of rain is possible in the next 24 to 48 hours. Already the cloud has gathered right across the country, swirling around that area of low pressure. We've got one batch of rain pushing its way eastwards, showers following, and here's that next pulse of rain moving towards the southeast. So that rain will continue to merge and push northwards and eastwards for the afternoon. Quite wet, I think, for many eastern parts by nightfall. And even though it'll be a little bit brighter further west, there'll be a fair packet of showers, some of them heavy and thundery with a fairly blustery wind. So it is going to feel chilly if you're out and about, particularly given the strength of that wind. We're looking at gales, particularly through Northern Ireland and Western Scotland, gusts of wind up to 60 miles an hour, both this afternoon and through tonight as well. But gradually as that low moves its way eastwards, it pushes with it that weather front, but it'll still be hanging around for southeastern parts of England tonight in particular. So some further rainfall here, some further showers in northern and western areas, but sandwiched in between, I think under the starry skies, we're going to see some patchy fog, particularly as the winds ease, and a much colder night than last night. Got temperatures as low as freezing, say, in some of the Welsh valleys, and a fairly widespread ground frost to inland. But also a fine start to Saturday in these areas. We should hang on to a lot of dry and fine weather away from the northwest, and even here the showers will become fewer in number come the afternoon and the winds will ease. But we will hang on to that rain in southeastern parts for much of the day, probably into Kent, even still into tomorrow evening. Once it clears tomorrow night, it could even be colder than the coming night, a fairly widespread ground frost, but also a good deal of fine weather to start the day on Sunday. Now any fog should clear, but the winds will be gathering once again in the west, as will the cloud and the rain, but it should stay dry for the half marathon on Sunday, the Great North Run, the weather team taking part. Good luck to them. And it does look a drier weekend for the alpine regions as well. That's it. Bye-bye.